Welcome everybody here, family and friends, loved ones, Matthew and Andriana. I'd like to thank you from the bottom of their heart for being here on this very special day in their lives, and they're truly blessed to have you here to show your support and your love for them. And I know that we have people that have traveled from really some very far places, from as far as Indiana, Texas, Wisconsin, Ohio, as far as Canada here today, and they just want to thank you from the bottom of their heart for being here. They also ask for your blessing and support in the years to come, and if you so choose to show that at this time, would you give them a loud "we will" on the count of three? Would you do that? 1, 2, 3.
We will.
I know you can do better than that, so we'll try one more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
We will.
I would like to ask at this time, who presents this woman to be married to this man?
We do.
We do.
Receive your bell. You may be seated. We are gathered here today in the presence of God, in the presence of these welcome guests to witness the commitment of Matthew and Andriana to each other in the bonds of matrimony. This being the deepest and the most meaningful relationship that a man and woman can experience together. Now, this love story began when, literally goes back years, because you had gone to middle school and high school together, even though you didn't really know each other back then, yet you had seen each other, I think, across the hallway. And 4 years ago, though, you met through a mutual friend, and I asked Andriana what her first impressions of you were. Matthew? She had an interesting observation. She said, first of all, that you were very cute. It's the first thing that she noticed about you. But then the second thing that she mentioned was that the house, that I guess your house, was way too clean and organized. Asked Matthew what his first impressions of you were on Andriana, and he said that you were sweet, you were funny, you enjoyed your humor, you were beautiful. One of the things that you know. And that he thought, honestly, that he was going to be stuck in the friend zone with you because I guess he thought you were above your pay grade. But thankfully, he was wrong. Your first date, as I understand it, was at Matt's house. You had a fire at the pool, and you asked her what her favorite color was, which was purple, and so you lit the pool up with purple. It was very romantic. With that first night. And over these years, have fallen in love with each other, and Andriana has fallen in love with you, Matthew. You're the most understanding man that you've ever met. That's the words that she used. You're very supportive. You're patient. And she said you're patient with all the women in your life. And you have a lot, I understand. Sweet, smart, handsome. Those are some of the things that she loves about you. And she also appreciates your humor. Make her laugh. And that you're very loving. Matthew, fall in love with you, Andriana. Your sweetness is one of the things that he truly appreciates and loves about you. Your very caring nature. You have a great consideration for others. And your intelligence. And he also appreciates your humor, and he loves your food. Well, you proposed July 4th, 2014. Did it in Vegas. As I understand it, you set up the room with roses and put a ring, and Phyllis Lewis came in early, but you got the job done, and we're here today. Joining you in marriage. And I asked God to bless you in a couple of different ways, that He give you many years together. That you have 50 years and more. And that after 50 years, when you're old, and you know, Matthew, you're going to be old when Uncle Rob still look like he is right now. But after all those years, you still be able to look at each other like you're doing right now. Say, you're still my best friend. I'd still rather be with you than ever be the first on the face of this earth. My second prayer for you is just sincerely that you'd be an inspiration and an example of others, and that they see the love that you have between you and marriage that continues to grow through the good times and the bad times, and that others would look at it and say, that's the kind of marriage that I'd like to have, just as Matthew and Andriana have, and that you would truly be an inspiration to others. And so let's just bow our heads and ask God's blessings. Heavenly Father, we would ask that as Matthew and Andriana joining their lives together, that you give them many years of joy, happiness, that their love would continue to grow through the good times, the bad times, those times that come to all marriages. And we just pray that you'd work in and through and around them, and that you'd put a hedge of protection about them. We ask, Father, also that you would just be with those that are here today, that are here to show their love and support to them, and that they be there for them and encourage them in years to come. Since all marriages do go through difficult times. We just ask, Father, that you just bless and guide this evening, that be a time of great joy and celebration, and one that would be remembered for many years to come. We just ask these things in your Son's name. In Jesus we pray. Amen. So marriage is perhaps one of the greatest and most challenging adventures of human relationships, and no ceremony can create the marriage you're about to begin. You do that each and every day by being there for each other, talking, supporting, encouraging, and being that partner that just totally is behind each other, and you know that that loyalty is there. And I do believe that there's two ingredients, commitment and love, that makes a marriage a foundation rock that gives you the ability to continue to grow the kind of marriage that you'd like to have. You know, there's a passage in the book of Ruth that says, where you go, I will go. And I will lodge where you lodge. Your people will be my people. Your God will be my God. And where you die, I will die. That's the kind of commitment that you're making today with the vows that you're stating to each other in front of your family and friends. Kind of vows that show that kind of commitment. And build a legacy for the future. Just as your parents that are sitting here today showing their love and support, that are passing on a legacy to you. So you in the future pass the legacy on to those that come forth from you. Love is also the glue. I do truly believe that is the glue that holds this relationship together. Apostle Paul says this way, Matthew loved Andriana as Christ loved the church. And he said it's an all-encompassing love. And he described it in the book of 1 Corinthians when he said, this love is patient, kind, not jealous, and it doesn't brag, it's not arrogant, it doesn't act unbecoming, it doesn't seek its own. Says it's not provoked, doesn't take into account a wrong suffered. He said this kind of love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. And that's the kind of love I want to call you to. Now God just challenge you in front of all those that are here today. You love Andriana, just as that passage says. Be kind to her, patient, be sacrificed for her. Give yourself completely to her in years to come, and that love will continue to grow through the years. Now, Andriana gave me an additional list of a few things that would really just kind of help, especially that kind of love. First on our list was if you could watch more reality TV shows with her, that would really if you could feed her, if you could listen to her complain joyfully. And then she said if you could just love her. If you could handle a couple of those things. A couple of them. You may not be able to do all of them. Andriana, I challenge you to continue to grow in your love for Matthew in the years to come. If you just trust him, honor him, give him all your respect and your affection. But the love that you have now would be small compared to the love you have in the years to come. It grows deeper and wider through the years. Matthew, of course, wanted me enumerated just a couple of points that if you would clean the house, one of the things that you said would really help. Organize your bathroom. Watch sports, or at least NASCAR. And he said if you could try to make dinner, that would be great. Also, quit messing with Brady. He would appreciate that. It's the little things, isn't it, that you do for each other each and every day that makes the love continue to grow. If I could just give you a few just pieces of advice, that you always try to compliment each other more than you criticize. Remember that you will fight. It's just part of marriage, and sometimes you just have to agree to disagree. But never in your disagreements use divorce as an option. Surprise each other now and then. Try to be spontaneous. Try to have a date night. Never pass up the opportunity to say those 3 simple words to each other. I love you. Hold hands, hug, and kiss every day. And always believe that you guys got the better end of the deal. Try to keep the in-laws out of the marriage. Sorry about that, in-laws. Really good advice. And if you would, never use the words always and never. And never compare your marriage to anybody else's. Yours will be special and yours will be unique. If you would at this time, I'm going to just read one last blessing before we go to the vows. It's called the blessing of the hands, and it's just so sweet. And if you would just look down at those hands that you're holding on your wedding day, and I'd like to read it at this time. These are the hands of your best friend. They're young, they're strong. They are full of love for you that are holding yours on your wedding day. As you promise to love each other today and tomorrow and forever. These are the hands that are going to work alongside yours as together you build your future. And these are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years. And with the slightest touch, they're going to comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when fear and grief fill your mind. And these are the hands that will countless times wipe the tears from your eyes. Tears of sorrow, and tears of joy. And these are the hands that are going to tenderly hold your children. These are the hands that will help you hold your family as one. And these are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. And lastly, these are the hands that even when they're wrinkled and age, you're still going to be reaching for yours. Still giving you that same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. And now we come to the vows. And if you remember the vows you're about to speak to each other, I truly believe your life will be full of joy and you really let your steps go life and peace. So, in front of your family and friends, Matthew, I just ask you one question. And that is, do you take this woman to be your wedded wife? Do you love her, comfort her, honor and keep her, and leaving all others, keep yourself only unto her, as long as you both shall live? Just so Andriana, you take this man to be your wedded husband. You love him, comfort him, honor and keep him, leaving all others, keep yourself only unto him, so long as you both shall live. If so, respond by saying, I do. If you look into each other's eyes and if you repeat these words, I'm going to ask Matthew if you'd be the first. I, Matthew, promise.
I, Matthew, promise.
From this day onward.
From this day onward.
Matthew, if there's anything you want to repeat. That you, Andriana, will be my precious and loving wife. And I promise to stand with you.
And I promise to stand with you.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
In joy and in sorrow.
In joy and in sorrow.
And I pledge to you today.
And I pledge to you today.
Before God, our family, and our friends.
Before God, our family, and our friends.
My respect.
My respect.
My honor.
My honor.
My patience and understanding.
My patience and understanding.
I pledge my friendship.
I pledge my friendship.
My loyalty.
My loyalty.
My protection and care.
My protection and care.
And all of my love.
And all of my love.
For all of my life.
For all of my life.
Would you like my sister and Matthew's eyes? I, Andriana, promise. From this day onward. That you, Matthew, will be my precious and loving husband. And I promise to stand with you in sickness and in health, in joy and in sorrow. And I pledge to you today, before God, our family, and friends. My respect, my patience and understanding, my honor. I pledge my friendship, my loyalty, my protection and care, and all of my love for all of my life. At a ring. No. Matthew, if you would like to, at this time, place the ring on the fingers, and as you do, just say these simple words. With this ring, I do wed.
I do wed.
I pledge all my life. If you'd like to place the ring and match the finger and say the simple words with this ring. I do wed. I pledge all my love. Let the rings be the symbol of the vows you just stated to each other. I'm going to remind you they're round, symbolic of the unending nature of those vows and made of pure material, so purity, the love, devotion you have for one another. My joy and honor and privilege toward the power vested in me by the state of Arizona, and I, above all, the Almighty God, who seems to be going on big things right now, be able to pronounce you husband and wife. Matthew, if you'd like, you may now kiss the bride. At this time, and I'm going to ask you just for a quick moment to turn and face the back patio. The stars are literally running up to the back patio. And take a picture of everybody.
I don't. Wave.
All right, let's turn back this way. I have the distinct honor and privilege to be able to present to you for the very first time as husband and wife. Would you give them a huge round of applause?